Okay, hi Terence. So,
Hi.
this is Terence. Maybe you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Terence. I'm 23 this year. I'm studying in NTU Week in Week School of Communication.
Okay, great. Actually you do a lot of fitness stuff in both in and outside NTU, right? Maybe you'd like to tell us more about that.
Sure, yeah. During my first year in hall here, um, I keep fit within the NTU campus by frequenting the various fitness corners around. And of course, during my days when I go home, I also keep fit in my own spare time. So I don't go to the gym to work out and lift weights or run on treadmills, and I do all of my exercises or my workouts outside, either at home or out in the fitness corners. And I do a variety of exercises as well. It's not just I don't lift weights or do repetitive kind of exercises, but I focus on a variety of different movements that I believe will help to contribute to this aspect of fitness.
So maybe you can describe to me some of the exercises you do.
Sure, of course. I believe that fitness is under it's just a branch of a big aspect of movement. So I believe in the philosophy of movement, and that we as human beings are the most versatile movers on the planet. We can imitate virtually almost any animal here on the planet, and have a wider variety of movements than all of them. And that is what causes us to be able to survive to this stage, which is basically the fundamentals of human movement itself. And this is a primal instinct in all of us to be able to want to move. And we are not supposed to focus on physical aesthetics. So if you go to the gym and you keep lifting weights and focus on building your bulk and building your muscle, eventually you're going to lose that functionality of that muscle. And it's going to slow you down. It's not going to be helpful to you in the long run. But what I believe in is to focus on the basic movements that we have inbuilt in us as a human being, and to focus on that and build on that to eventually learn more movements. So I believe in the complexity of movements as a human being. We want to learn to be able to not just walk, swim, run, jump, hop, but also do things more complex, like flip in the air, twist in the air, crawl on the ground, walk on our hands. These are movements that we are able to do because of our human intellect. And this is what we should be aiming for instead of physical aesthetics.
That's cool. So are there any like sports or any martial art that kind of suit your philosophy?
Yeah, of course. I have been involved in various kinds of sports and martial arts and acrobatics that have helped me gain the foundation for my training. So, I mean, it really depends on individuals on what they like to do. But I would say to go and take a variety of sports that will train different parts of your body movements and body coordination. For me personally, I have trained in a couple of various martial arts for a number of years since I was 8 years old until now. And I also, dabble a bit in acrobatics and some other various movements. And I think this is essential for all of us to try to learn different kinds of sports and different kinds of movements to keep fit and to learn body coordination and control.
So what are some of the specific like martial arts or sports that you have played?
Right. When I was young, I was doing wushu for 4 years, and then I took a break from there and I dabbled into soccer, table tennis, sports that you kind of do when you're in your secondary school years. From then, I tried a different martial art called capoeira, and that got me interested into the whole movement culture thing. So in that martial art, I learned a lot of various movements that the human body is actually capable of. Of course, after that, I took a break during my national service, and after national service, I took up this martial art called Wing Chun, which is a Chinese martial art based on close quarter combat. it could be inspired by the host of Ip Man movies that came out. But it's also a very interesting martial art to learn, especially for hand control and hand work. Yeah.
So how would you, I'm trying to picture you trying to do
Right.
like Wing Chun or like
Yeah.
capoeira at the fitness corner. So
Okay.
how would you do those exercises? Like do you around the bars or?
Yeah, I mean, I integrate all kinds of movements into my exercises, you know. At the fitness corners, I don't just do regular pull-ups and sit-ups like most people would do at the fitness corners. I try to find out if there are more complex movements that I'm able to achieve. And of course, a lot of the fundamentals of these more complex movements come from my martial arts foundation. So, you know, I can flip around the bars or do some kind of crazy stunts at the fitness corners. And I would usually do them, of course, when no one is looking, because otherwise I would look kind of weird and out of place. Yeah, but sometimes I'll try to find an open area, like an open grass patch or an open fitness corner that has some space for me to practice my acrobatics and some of my flips.
So you say you do it alone, right? Do you have any like-minded people, let's say from capoeira, that might want to practice with you sometimes?
Of course. Every Saturday, actually, I head down to Nanyang Polytechnic and I actually coach the Nanyang Polytechnic demonstration taekwondo team over there. They are also like-minded individuals like me. They are also interested in acrobatics and various kind of movements. And these are, you know, friends that I have made for the past 2 to 3 years. And I've seen them grow in their movements, and you know, it's a very satisfying thing to watch.
All right. So for advice for people who want to get into this whole philosophy, what would you suggest they begin with?
I would suggest if people are interested in getting into this whole philosophy that they drop the idea of physical aesthetics and, you know, not just build on musculature or this fit and toned body that the media always portrays, but focus on doing various sports, doing various exercises that will help them learn a variety and a host of different movements, because I think this is essentially what the human body is supposed and be able to do.